Two radical Muslim migrants from Afghanistan have reportedly been arrested over the 3-hour-long gang rape of a Swedish woman that was broadcast on Facebook Live. Let's talk about that, so stay tuned. What defines a great city? Uppsala, Sweden has all the qualities you'd look for. It's rich in history, culture, and knowledge. 12 kings were crowned there. The oldest university in Scandinavia was formed in Uppsala way back in the year 1477. The city has produced multiple Nobel Prize winners. Uppsala is the beautiful center of Sweden. But then the Muslims came. And like the rest of Sweden, Uppsala has become rife with rape and violence perpetrated by the invading migrants. This past Sunday, 3 Muslim men from Afghanistan, ages 24, 18, and 20, were arrested after Facebook users tipped off the police over a live streaming video of the men gang raping a 30-year-old Swedish woman that they had kidnapped. One of the Facebook users who witnessed the video said that he saw the men holding this woman at gunpoint. They ripped her clothes off of her, they threw her on the bed, and they ravaged her on camera while taunting her with laughter and asking her if she liked it. How was it being raped? Sweden's culture is shifting. Last year alone, nearly 200,000 of these Muslims claiming refugee status flooded into the country, and with them came a wave of unparalleled violence against the native population. The worst of the violence being directed, of course, at the women, not just women in their 30s, but teenage girls as well. And compounding the problem is the atmosphere of political correctness that pervades this Swedish culture. Anyone who dares to speak out against this Muslim onslaught, they're immediately accused of being an intolerant racist. Doesn't that sound just like what those on our political left here in America do? We Americans need to take a lesson from the Swedes. We don't need to accept the ignorant japes and offensive labels as if it's some kind of terrible thing from them. Who cares what the left says? Just take it. Wear it as a badge of honor. We still need to speak out against the immigration crisis. Or we need to just accept the raping of our women and our girls. We need to accept the slow destruction of our traditional American culture and our values in the name of tolerance. I, for one, am not going to tuck my balls between my legs like the limp-wristed libtards who are destroying my country with their love trumps hate propaganda. I don't care what the left-wing liberals, the social justice warriors, and all of these cultural Marxists call me. For the sake of my wife and my daughters, and for the generations of girls and women who are going to follow in my posterity, I will not stand by and do nothing while the idiots in Washington, D.C. continue to push the same damnable open borders policies here in America that have become the death knell of Western culture throughout Europe. No more. And I know not all Muslims are rapists. Not all Muslims are bad. I get it. And I'm sorry for the good ones that their fellow Muslims are giving them all a bad name. But instead of crying out about how racist I am toward Muslims, why don't you show some empathy? Why don't you do the right thing? If you want to be called a good Muslim, then stand next to me. Stand shoulder to shoulder with me, not just verbally condemning the actions of these monsters. Actually try supporting some meaningful immigration reforms that'll help to protect our people from these savages who are invading our country like locusts. What about the rest of you viewers? Are you with me on this? If so, I want you to do more than just nod your heads. I want you to actually take action. Share this video, get the word out, talk about this in social media. Don't be jerks. Don't be mean to Muslims. Don't be jackasses about it. We are not simply dealing with, we don't want to act like our enemies. We don't want to behave like thugs and real racists. Don't let true racism infiltrate your own heart as we try and fight this problem together. I'm not making this video for your entertainment. I'm making it to try and get you to take action. Speak out. For you men, about 70% of my listeners are men. Be men and take a stand. Do more than click a little button on your computer or on your iPhones. Take action. And by take action, I mean send a message to these punks in Washington, D.C. that we are not going to take it anymore. We finally have got someone in the White House who has the courage to take a stand and who doesn't care. Obviously, Donald Trump does not care what people say about him. Thank goodness. I'm not a super huge Trump fan, but on immigration, I am right there with him. Absolutely, I support what Donald Trump is doing. And he's taking actions. And he needs to hear from us that what he's doing is right, that this is what we want and need. He needs that reinforcement. So speak out. For the rest of you who don't agree, go ahead and disagree. But for all of you dipsticks who decide that you're going to call me a racist and whatever, I'm just going to ban you from my channel, you losers. For the End Times News Report, I'm Jake Morphonios.